Welcome to Ask China, a special series focusing on important subjects related to the Chinese political system. In today's episode, we'll touch upon China's growing contributions to foreign development aid in Asia, Africa and other regions. There appears to be little international consensus on the motivation and actual effects of such aid. China's commitment to help others has been interpreted by some, especially in the West, as a soft power threat, and by others as a way to burden other countries with so-called debt traps. Similarly, some argue that it is a simple economic calculation to chase new markets. What can we tell from these different readings of China's foreign aid efforts, and what does China want to get out of it after all? For more, I'm pleased to be joined by Mao Xiaojing, Deputy Director and Senior Research Fellow of the Institute of the International Development Cooperation at the Chinese Academy of International Trade and Economic Cooperation. Now, this series will be aired both on CGTN's new media platforms as well as on TV. The main idea is for our guest on site to answer questions collected from our viewers. Ms. Mao, thank you very much for joining us on this edition of Ask China. Let's start with what an economically strong China means to the world, and we have taken questions from the Q&A website Quora. And this anonymous friend on Quora asks, as China rises in economic power, how will this help other countries? And then we also have another friend on Quora by the name of Int'l, who asks, why does China want to help other countries to build their infrastructure? So do you want to address these questions?
In different times, maybe China has different reasons for providing foreign assistance to developing countries.
In the early years when China was very poor, why was China helping other people? And now, why does China help other people?
Well, yeah, I think in early years, China actually, when PRC was established, we're facing the economic bloc from the Western countries, and also the PRC was a new country, actually not too well recognized by the international world. We need more friends and more support from the international world. Foreign assistance, it could be a good way to establish a closer relationship and a diplomatic to help establish the diplomatic relations with other developing countries.
What about now?
Well, now I think China has emerged as a world's second largest economy. Actually, there are higher expectations from the international world. And I think China also needs to share more responsibilities and to repay. I think it's more or less like a repay of the international world, since China actually also accepted a lot of the international assistance since the reform and opening up policy was carried out. So after the China's development, I think as Mr. Deng Xiaoping said, without foreign aid, China can develop, but with development assistance from other countries, China can develop faster.
So, in what forms is China helping other countries? What is the biggest proportion of China's foreign aid?
Well, the largest proportion is building infrastructure. I mean, all kinds of infrastructure can be in transportation, energy, can also be like including building schools, hospitals. So all this we call in complete projects in China. So these are the most important form of China's foreign aid. Expect that China also provide technical cooperation, training programs, and dispatching medical teams, and also debt forgiveness is also emerging as an important part.
So that leads us to the second question by Int'l, who asks, why does China want to help other countries build their infrastructure?
Actually, I think when China first I think it's also part of China's own development experience. There's a Chinese saying, if you want to become rich, you need to build roads first. I think when China provides foreign assistance, we also think this experience can be applied to the other developing countries. Actually, many developing countries still had a bottleneck in infrastructure. So that's also why I think China actually focus a lot on infrastructure in its foreign assistance.
Talking about infrastructure projects, one of China's biggest initiatives so far is, of course, the Belt and Road Initiative. We also have collected some questions on that. Let's take a look at this.
Was genau der strategische Hintergrund der modernen oder neuen Seidenstraßenprojektes ist in China.
หลายสื่อเขาก็ตั้งคำถามจีนจะพยายามกลืนกินบางประเทศโดยการใช้เศรษฐกิจใช้วัฒนธรรมอะไรพวกนี้หรือเปล่าครับก็เป็นคำถามเรื่องความจริงใจมากกว่าว่าจีนจริงๆแล้วจริงใจแค่ไหนกับOne Belt One Roadและกำลังทำอะไรอยู่
So a German viewer, Mike, asks, what is exactly the strategic background of the modern and new Silk Road project in China? And then a Thai friend says many Thai media are asking whether China is using technology or cultural influence to infiltrate other countries through the Belt and Road Initiative. What is the true purpose behind China's Belt and Road policy? Is it sincere?
The Belt Road Initiative was put forward, both for domestic development, but also for the international. It provides more opportunities for the trade, more opportunity for trade cooperation and the investment cooperation. So it's also trying to maintain the multilateral trade system.
So mostly it's an economic and trade initiative, right? China did the calculation on economic and trade levels, and yet people are asking whether China is trying to infiltrate these regions with political or cultural influence, or China's technology. How do you look at that kind of doubt, let's say, and whether China is sincere?
Well, I think the Belt Road Initiative follows the principle of promoting mutual benefits through consultation and collaboration. So all those I think projects are after consultations with the local governments, and also so it needs only when a project can be of mutual benefits, it can be more sustainable. So if just for China's own interest, cannot be accepted by local government or people. So I think it's not the kind of I think as many media said, it's a geopolitical initiative, but actually I think it's more a win-win initiative and seeking for mutual benefits and common development with other countries.
Let's look at China's activities in Africa, and we have a Kenyan friend by the name of Wycliffe Kamanda. He asks, what else can you do to develop Africa? Because Africa, in terms of technology, are kind of behind. What can you do more to develop the economy for Africa? Well, personally, I don't like this kind of mentality, as if it is China's business to develop Africa. It is Africans' business to develop their own economy, and China is there to offer its expertise, its help. But what is China's role in helping Africans develop Africa?
Well, I think actually China and Africa also has already long-term friendship since the early years. But still I think Africa also is also the largest region which receives China's foreign assistance. More than half of China's foreign assistance goes to Africa. So China's assistance covers I think various sectors, including not only certainly infrastructure is still the largest sector where China provides assistance to Africa, but also China also provides a lot of expertise and technology transfer to African countries.
Right.
Because, that means also we need to teaching African fishing instead of giving them fish.
as you say, teaching the Africans to fish instead of giving them fish. What exactly are being done there?
Well, yeah. First, I think technical cooperation, or China sending the technical experts or consultation experts to African. This year has been increasingly important cooperation forms for China's foreign assistance. Secondly, China also provide more training opportunities for African. More than half of the trainees in China now are from the African countries. And also, China also increases scholarship to the African countries. So I think this could also provide more opportunities for the, the expertise or technology upgrade of the Africa.
Yeah, and there's a friend by the name of Michael Reddick on Quora who asks, how does China's investment aid and diplomacy in Africa compare to that of the Western world?
First, still we need to say China is still the largest developing country. So China maintains its, China's foreign aid is still under the South-South cooperation framework, while the Western assistance to Africa is mainly the North-South cooperation. So, and also secondly, I think as a developing country, so China also stress on the mutual benefits for foreign assistance. It means it's not a one-way given. So when we're providing assistance to Africa, we're also looking for more cooperative ways, while China can also benefit to some extent. And also China follow the principle of no conditions attached. I think that's also one difference from the Western assistance.
And finally, this person by the name of Guy Friedman on Quora says, what's the long-term vision for China's increasing investment in Africa?
Well, I think, the Chinese leaders also committed, actually, at the international occasions that China will continue to increase the foreign assistance. Even last year at the FOCAC meeting, China also committed the 60 billion US dollars. It's not only the financial support to African countries, but part of them are foreign assistance. But also, well, I think at other the Belt and Road Summit, and also earlier at the UN Assembly in the year 2015, I think the Chinese government all made a serious commitment to help other developing countries to achieve sustainable development goals.
Okay, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much, Mao Xiaojing, Deputy Director and Senior Research Fellow of the Institute of International Development Cooperation and of the Chinese Academy of International Trade and Economic and Cooperation. Now, for more discussion, we are going to leave you with a question, especially for those of you watching us online. For China as a developing country, should China still be active and become even more active in providing international aid? Feel free to leave your comments and answers to this question on the social media platforms of CGTN, such as Facebook and Twitter. And that is it for this special edition of Ask China. Thank you for watching. And that's all for this edition of The Point with me, Liu Xin. As always, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter using the handle The Point with LX. Download the application called CGTN to watch the show on your mobile devices, or go to YouTube and look for CGTN The Point. Thanks for watching. You've got The Point.